Believing every word that was spoken. Promises glittered, but the mirrors were broken. Trust in a handshake, faith in a grin. Now I see the cracks crawling under the skin. First it was people, look me in the eye. Swore on their heart, but rehearsed every lie. Truth in the mouth, but a script in their head. Smiling in daylight and darkness misled. Then it was papers with ink-stained hands. Headlines shouting like prophets with plans. Selling fear in a bold font scream. Turning nightmares into the American dream. Then the TV glowing blue in the night, telling me wrong and convincing me right. Panels debating what's fake or divine. Cut to commercials, buy peace of mind. Now it's the internet, infinite scroll. Algorithms digging straight into the soul. Facts blur quick in a digital storm. Truth gets bent till it's barely informed. Bombarding my brain with meaningless noise. Clickbait kingdoms and dopamine toys. Trends rise fast and die in a day. We swallow it whole but don't know what to say. If I understand it, can I trust what I see? If I question the source, does it question me? Is it truth or a mask with a viral disguise? Is it data or fiction and optimized lies? Static in my head, can't filter this sound. Every fact got another one tearing it down. If everything's right and everything's wrong, where do I stand in this echoing song? Nothing feels real anymore. Every headline's a hidden war. Voices screaming at my door, but I don't know what they're screaming for. So if I run to a world that's drawn, ink and pixels, dust till dawn, at least I know what side I'm on. It's fiction, and it's honest from the start. They laugh and ask, why escape like that? Why dive in a story, a game, a chat? Why wear a headset? Why open that book? Why disappear in an anime look? Maybe because when the dragons fly, they don't pretend that they're justified. When villains speak, they don't disguise. They say I'm evil, no sugar, no lies. In VR skies or a fantasy land, nobody's claiming it's God's own hand. No hidden agenda behind the quest. No politician hiding in a hero's chest. In a novel's pain or a pixel war, I know exactly what I signed up for. No breaking news with a twisted frame. No exclusive truth that shifts its name. This world keeps feeding us half-made thoughts, clipped out context and viral shots. Rage for views and fear for sales. Narratives built on digital rails. We process fragments we barely grasp. Scrolling fast but we never ask. If I do ask, I drown in threads. 10,000 answers, none widespread. Truth got buried under trending debris. Lost in a sponsored conspiracy. And still they wonder, still they stare. Why some of us choose fictional air. You call it escape, I call it clarity. You call it delusion, I call it honesty. Because when I open a story, it never pretends to be news. It never manipulates grief for clicks and views. It says, this is fantasy. And that's the purest truth I've seen in years. Nothing feels real anymore. Every truth just keeps a score. Data floods from shore to shore. But what the hell are we fighting for? So if I hide in a world that's known, where fiction sits upon its throne, at least I'm not alone in lies pretending to be art. Yeah, maybe I escaped the noise from shattered trust and broken poise. But in a made-up world of choice, I finally know what's fake from the start. When reality blurs and the signals bend, when every source got a sponsor to defend, when truth is a brand with a mark and spin. Tell me again, is it so wrong to choose a world that never lies about where it's been?